Was President Trump informed in advance by Ukraine that the attack is coming?
He was not. Carrie.
He was not. A question which everyone is asking, and in response all that came from the White House press secretary was a three-word answer. Not a chance given to the journalist to ask a follow-up question, and she went on to the next. In fact, even in the recent phone call between Putin and Trump, reports suggest, as per the Kremlin, Trump told Putin that US had no idea about Ukraine's operation that stunned the world. But Trump has still not uttered a word on it. Did US really have no idea about Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb targeting Russia's strategic bombers? Or did Trump lie to Putin directly? I'm Shivan Chandna, this is Game Plan. Let's look at some facts. Soon after the Oval Office spat between Trump and Zelensky earlier this year, Washington announced on the 5th of March that it was placing limitations on intelligence sharing with Ukraine, a move that followed a pause in US military assistance to Kyiv. Michael Mulroy, a retired CIA officer, said that cutting off intelligence to Ukraine will have an immediate impact on its ability to defend itself. Within a week of that pause, talks were held in Saudi Arabia. Ukraine succumbed and agreed to a 30-day ceasefire, and the pause was lifted within a week on the 11th of March. Now, it is open knowledge that Ukraine has relied on US arms and intelligence in its fight against Russia for years. US intelligence has been an essential part of Ukraine's defense for over a decade. Since the invasion of Crimea in 2014, the US has been supplying Kyiv with a continuous stream of intelligence. The US has shared intelligence with Ukraine since the early stages of Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, and this has helped Kyiv in defending and making Ukrainian attacks on the Russian military more effective. US intelligence helps Ukraine strategically understand Moscow's moves. For example, providing information on Russian troop positions for weapons, guidance, and targeting. Since the beginning of the conflict in 2022, Starlink has been a vital component of Ukraine's defense capability. Kyiv uses Starlink for its drone command and control system. Without Starlink services, Ukraine's ability to challenge for control of the air would be severely damaged. US company Maxar also aids Ukraine's surveillance capability of Russian troop movements and the damage caused by Ukrainian attacks. A US withdrawal of intelligence will leave Ukraine with less real-time intelligence about Russian military formations and movements. It will reduce Kyiv's targeting accuracy on the battlefield. Ukraine is likely to be exposed to more aerial attacks and heavier military and civilian casualties because of receiving fewer warnings. In conclusion, when a US president whose online posting frenzy has made headlines, who's posted well over 2,200 times on his social network in 132 days since inauguration, when such a president remains silent on a matter which directly poses a question on him, that silence becomes rather deafening, almost providing an answer itself. But let's look at it the other way. Do you think Ukraine could have carried out a tactically brilliant, perfectly precise operation of this scale, Operation Spiderweb, targeting a war machine like Russia's prized bomber fleet deep inside Russian territory on its own? Do you feel Ukraine was planning this operation for almost 18 months and it could have done it without the US knowledge? Well, let me know in the comments.